What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some executive orders signed by President Biden last week as more political fight between the right and the left, constitutional rights and laws are being broken every single day. And the president feels his obligation that he has to step up and do something about it. Also, we have multiple states realizing that they still have some unspent stimulus relief aid that needs to go out to Americans before they actually lose it. And we have more evidence pointing to a recession in 2023, which would absolutely require a recession stimulus check. I got the details to share with you instead, but in order to keep this video short, don't forget how much a simple press of the like button does for this video and for this channel. And also, guys, hey, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers, so help a brother out, all right? Go ahead right now, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free, and let's go ahead and jump into the video. Well, guys, to start this video off, we do have some good news in regards to President Biden. He recently was tested negative for COVID-19. We know he has been battling COVID-19 because he was diagnosed last month, and he's been dealing with that. He ended up getting over it, testing negative for a couple of weeks, and then he ended up testing positive once again. So this is his second round, which he doesn't have any symptoms, but the good news is that he has tested negative again. Now, he is isolation right now, but he has to take at least one more test of negativity in order for him to start mingling back with the other White House officials. So not only are we worried about COVID-19, we are also worried about monkeypox as well. As we just saw, the United States has diagnosed that the United States is under an emergency in regards to monkeypox. So definitely want to be watching out for both of those. And in regards to COVID-19, guys, we just have to deal with it. We just have to deal with it. According to this statement, it says that, look, COVID-19 is going to be with us forever. This is according to the White House, in which they stated that the White House Pandemic Response Coordinator, Dr. Ashish, delivered a grim message on Friday about the ever-evolving coronavirus pathogen that the CDC estimates has infected more than 140 million Americans, including President Biden and former President Donald Trump. So yes, guys, this virus is going to be with us forever. Yes, guys, it's something that we've probably already been knowing all this time, but they are just now stating it right now in the public media. So again, guys, continue to protect yourselves during this time as we roll out this new outbreak of COVID-19 as well as monkeypox, and just safe until it's all over, at least for the time being, guys. But moving on, guys, hey, we saw on Friday where Indiana adopted a near total abortion ban as the governor signs SB 1 into law. Now, it says that 6 weeks after the U.S. Supreme Court kicked the question of abortion access back to the states, Indiana came the first in the nation to sign new restrictions into law, stripping away the right afforded to women for the last 50 years over the course of a 2-week special legislative session. Now, Governor Eric Holcomb signed a Senate Bill 1, which prohibits abortion at any stage of gestation except in cases of rape, incest, fatal fetal anomalies, or when the pregnant person's life is at risk, within an hour of its passage late on Friday night. Now, this is following the overturning of the Roe versus Wade that was done by the Supreme Court, in which the entire half of the United States, or even more, have been protesting about this altogether, because it pretty much states that women don't have the right to choose what they want to do with their own bodies. Now, me personally, I believe that they should. I believe that whatever they decide to do is between them and God, just as all other types of sins that we deal with in this country. But in order for someone else to be able to designate what a woman can do, yeah, I'm just not feeling it, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that is my personal opinion. You guys have your own personal opinion. We can talk about it and be definitely respectful of each other. But anyways, guys, that's exactly what we're dealing with right now. And I thought this next article was pretty rather, what do you call it? Yeah, just look at it here, guys. It says, not her body, not her choice. Yes, Indiana legislature passes the near total abortion. So, guys, the question to you is that, do you agree with this statement? Not her body, not her choice. Yes, that is the exact what's going on right now, especially in Indiana and all of the other states as well, because it is the woman's body, but she doesn't have the choice to do what she feels is necessary for her and her family or her body. So again, guys, comment down below and let me know how you feel about this. And like I said before, this is a respectful channel, and I definitely want to hear your comments and see how you feel about these particular things that we have going on in regards to the abortion ban in this country. Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. Moving on. Hey, President Biden, he signed an executive order in regards to the abortion ban. Yes, right here, this executive order is aimed at helping women travel across state lines or even out of the country for an abortion. Yes, guys, this is the latest order that calls for the use of Medicaid funds to be considered to help women who have to cross state lines to get abortions. Yes, guys, we also know that Kansas is dealing with this next vote that is coming up after Indiana just voted on it on Friday. So we'll have to see exactly what Kansas says about it as well. But President Biden signs an executive order to address the healthcare crisis after overturning the Roe versus Wade. Now, it says that the order directs the Department of Health and Human Services to consider allowing Medicaid funds to be used to assist people traveling between states to get abortions. The order also directs the HHS to ensure that healthcare providers comply with federal anti-discrimination laws so that women can receive medically necessary care without any delay. Also, Biden, who spoke virtually to his newly formed task force on the reproductive healthcare access to as he continues his COVID isolation, called the state of abortion access a healthcare crisis and warned that Republicans want to ban the procedure nationwide. Now, like I said, voters in Kansas on Tuesday overwhelmingly rejected a ballot measure that would have removed language in the state's constitution that protects abortion rights. Now, the fight is not over, and we saw that last night in Kansas. Biden said the court practically dared women in this country to go to the ballot box and restore the right to choose what they want to do with their bodies. So again, guys, let me know how you feel about this. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, we do know that recently we had Senator Joe Manchin and now Senator Christine Sinema have now vowed that they are ready to support the Democrats' reconciliation bill, or also known as the climate bill. And yes, guys, the Senate Democrats are planning on voting Saturday sometime. As I'm filming this video, they still haven't voted yet, but they are preparing to vote for it, in which this is going to be a $430 billion climate bill. And it's going to be a huge landmark, guys. The Democrats have been trying to pass this thing for more than a year now, in which they finally ended last year, it in December of last year, where Senator Joe Manchin finally said, look, he can't go along with this bill with his fellow colleagues, and said that he is going against the bill, in which we know that the Democrats need all 50 votes in order for this bill to pass. But now, guys, they do have Joe Manchin and Christine Sinema on board to support this bill, and Chuck Schumer is excited about this, guys. He is trying to bring this to a vote very quickly, in which Saturday, right now, guys, on Saturday, Senate kicks off the vote-a-rama that could drag on, as Republicans have promised to try and stall the process of passing this bill in the Senate. Now, again, guys, once they do pass this bill, it's going to have to move on over to the House in order for them to pass this bill as well before it can be signed into law by President Biden. But the good news is that, guys, hey, this is another stimulus bill that the Democrats have been trying to get done for the longest, and we are going to hope, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that they are going to interject into this bill when they get to the negotiations of it. They're going to interject another fourth stimulus check. Yes, that is exactly what Americans need right now, especially as we are dealing with the inflation increase of 9.1%, as well as the increase in gas prices, although they have been coming down a little bit here recently. But Americans are suffering right now, guys, and what a way to provide more additional relief aid for the American people, especially the ones that are really suffering right now, which is the middle class individuals as well as the low income families. So yes, we are hoping that they get to the negotiation and go ahead and interject at the last minute another stimulus check. Hopefully it's going to be around $1,200. But guys, we're just going to keep our hopes in the meantime. But in speaking of stimulus relief aid, hey, we do see that multiple states are still dealing and holding on to some unspent stimulus funds, guys. We can see right here, when I just do a regular Google search, it says that unspent stimulus funds. We can see that New York Education Department will have $500 million in stimulus funds that they still haven't spent yet. We also know that Washington still is sitting on a bunch of unspent stimulus funds. And we also see many other states as well, guys. And now those states are really looking at that money sitting in the bank and realizing that we haven't spent this money, and either we spend it or we lose it. So guys, the good news is that these particular states are going to be trying to figure out what they can do for their residents in their respective states and trying to get some of that money out to the people who need it the most, which right now is the perfect time, guys, because we are in the month of August and we have a couple of months or 3 months before November, which is the midterm elections, in which these governors are going to be tapping into that unspent stimulus money, that stimulus relief aid, and trying to figure out how they can give it to its residents to try to sway them into voting for them getting reelected in their respective states. So we should start seeing more states allocating some of this unspent money, such as New York having $500 million. We should start seeing that money trying to flow out here very soon, guys. So that is some good news as well. But not only that, guys, we do know that we're potentially entering into a recession, in which some say we're in it right now and some say we probably won't happen until early parts of 2023. But guys, the good news is that economists are saying that, look, stimulus checks are very likely in the next recession. So if we are entering into a recession like everyone is calling out, yes, experts are saying that we have to have another stimulus check. And if we look at past history shows us that every time we've had inflation increase, we've had the Fed raise interest rates, the government has provided some type of stimulus relief aid for the American people. And that's where the economists are getting their data from. So they're going by history, guys, because that's all we have to go by. And right here we can see on CNBC, it talks about how likely are stimulus checks to be used in the next recession. And economists are definitely weighing in on this subject matter. Now, it says that stimulus checks sent out during coronavirus pandemic were widely very popular. Also, nearly 4 in every 5 voters were in support of the direct payments to American families. And Democrats and Republicans rallied behind this particular policy. An increasingly rare sight that we see in Washington, both of them actually agreeing on things. Yeah, that just doesn't happen here in America. But anyways, guys, it says that, look, the checks were not without controversy. Among the criticism was that there were too many rounds of stimulus payments, that they should have been better targeted to financially struggling Americans, and that the cash led, at least in part, to the runaway inflation that we're seeing right now. And I will agree, guys, they sent out stimulus checks to people that were millionaires. It was crazy, guys. I mean, me and my family received a stimulus check. That is just crazy. We didn't need it. Me and my wife both have some good, decent jobs, and I'm here on YouTube talking to you guys every single day, but we still got a stimulus check, guys. So hopefully in the next round of stimulus checks, they will be more targeted to the actual people that really need it in this country, especially those individuals that make less than $30,000, make less than $50,000, and in some cases make less than $100,000, depending on what state you live in, because we do want to keep in mind that some states, the cost of living is actually more than other states, such as Seattle, New York, or even California. So yes, guys, making $100,000 living in those cities is really not a lot of money. They're probably considered in the low income families. So again, guys, they are saying that, look, if we do go into the recession, one of the tools that the government is going to be using is another form of a stimulus check, a stimulus rebate, some type of money to be given out to the American people to help them through these economic times. So again, guys, if we get into this recession sometime this year or the beginning of next year, be on the lookout for another announcement of another stimulus check, a 4th stimulus check, and we can be definitely excited about that, guys. But anyways, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then why don't you go ahead and give this video a like, as it really helps out this video and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.